Welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode number 61, and it's all about the honey. Let me tell you my story. So, you know my big jar of honey, it's empty, and on the front there was a phone number, so I called it, and I didn't talk to the beekeeper, but I spoke to the beekeeper's mother, and she told me that her son had no more honey for this season. And all of a sudden I was like, honey has a season? So I started doing some research online where I could find raw, local honey, and I went through the state's beekeeper association, and I found a lady, and I called her, and I said, do you have any honey available? And she said, well, I only have one jar left, and then I don't have enough to pour. And I said, well, I'm just one person, I'll take your jar. Here's my jar of honey. So we went to the beekeeper's house and we drove through this beautiful, beautiful area. But she didn't seem okay with me filming or anything, so we didn't get to see any of her cool bee honey keeping stuff. But you got bubbles in your eye. Let me kiss it out. Okay, go get a cloth napkin and wipe it.
No.
So I got this gorgeous 2-pound jar of honey, and I'm going to use it today to make a dressing from the Raw Food Cleanse book called Honey Lime Vinaigrette. It smells really good. So here is the deal with the dressing. No appliances required. A bowl, a whisk. Ta-da! We're going to start with a half a cup cold pressed olive oil. To that, we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of fresh squeezed lime juice and a half of a teaspoon of lime zest, which I zested before I squeezed the limes. That's important. Don't zest it and then try to juice the lime because it makes more of a mess. And then we're going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon of fresh ground nutmeg. Doesn't it sound so good already? Oh, wrong salt. There we go. 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And I don't have any fresh cracked black pepper today, or it might be in there. But it wouldn't be fresh because I'm sure it's been in there forever. But I have some black pepper, so I'm going to put in a pinch. Not even 1/8 of a teaspoon, just a pinch. And the last ingredient, the star, the honey. 1/3 of a cup of local raw honey. Yum. In that goes. Uh-oh, it's dripping. What should I do? Really good. Here's what's funny. It has a completely different taste than this one does. I can't wait until the farmers markets are open, because then when all of the different honey people are there, I can get little jars and try all the different local honey available. Okay, so then we're just going to whisk this up. While I'm whisking, remember the raw ketchup? I'm so addicted to that sandwich. I made another one. Matter of fact, this is like my 3rd one since I made the raw ketchup. I totally love it. It's pickles, onions, lettuce, avocado with that ketchup on a portobello bun. It's so good. Okay, so we're whisking, we're emulsifying. It looks beautiful. It smells fantastic. Work out the other arm. Hold on. It's a gorgeous spring day. I don't even have the lights on in the kitchen. And Zoe's outside on the deck playing with a friend. Playing, yelling, fighting. Coming in and out. Okay, here we go. The dressing's ready. I am going to put it into this wide mouth jar. I'm just going to pour it in. Now, I do not want to waste all the dressing that's in and around the bowl. So I'm just going to put my greens right into that. I dirtied that bowl. You know what? It's not really dirty because it was just holding this nice mix of lettuce. So I'm going to swingle this around. Swingle. That's my new word for when you swirl dressing into a salad. I'm going to eat it right out of this bowl because, you know, I don't want to dirty something else. Okay, let me tell you how this tastes. It looks so good. Honey lime vinaigrette dressing. Wasn't that easy too? I love when there's only a few ingredients. It's fantastic. It's a keeper. The recipe says will stay in the fridge for a couple of weeks. Make it. Honey lime vinaigrette. See you next time on A Tara Life.